Okay, so first
I'm an idiot and I forgot to film an intro again, so haha.
let's talk about the packaging of it. First off, comes in a pump, which I am already a huge fan of. It's a matte frosted glass bottle, and it's skinnier than their other foundation. This is what the other one looks like. So yeah, it's pretty different, but I think it looks super sleek. The cap is matte touch as well. I got the shade Light Tan. They didn't have many shades at Ulta. Let me check to see how many they have. So right now they have 14 shades. I got the shade Light Tan. This is the 6th shade in the entire collection. I don't believe they had the full range at Ulta because when I was checking it out, I think they only had like a row of 6 or 7, so maybe like half the shades. I'm not exactly sure because a lot of them were sold out. Yeah, I'm excited to try this out, and let's go ahead and get to it. So right now I'm just pumping it out on my mixing plate. I never like to directly put foundation like on my face just because like, I don't know, I'm kind of a clean freak about that. So I just like to pump it out on here and then just like dab my finger and just put it around where I want to. That's what it looks like. Let's see, and I'm gonna be doing this side with a beauty blender and then this side with a brush to see how they both apply. Is it in here? Actually, it might be a nice color. Oh my god, I forgot to prime. Alrighty, we're just going to prime the parts of my face that haven't been touched yet. I'm using the Smashbox Fit to Finish foundation primer. I just love this one so freaking much. It's just so nice, and it's a staple in my makeup routine. I like to prime my nose, and I have a lot of pores in this area, so I like to prime that part. And that's all I can prime now. Let's bounce this in. Oh yeah, this is my perfect color! Yes! I am so happy because I suck at picking foundation shades, and they didn't have testers at Ulta, so I couldn't like open it, like pump it out and see. But I'm pretty dang proud of myself because this one is like a frosted glass bottle, so I think that kind of threw off the color a little bit as well. So I'm very proud of myself picking the right color here. So far, it's blending out really nicely. Don't really have many complaints about it. Wow, that is beautiful. That is so nice. I'm also gonna take some on my eyelids. Many people forget about the eyelids, which sucks because if you wear foundation, you have like all this flawless skin, and you forget to do your eyelids, like, that's just like a dead giveaway. Wow, that is really nice. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do my other side with a brush. Okay, and I'm also gonna read you guys the description on Ulta's website. Let me see, what does it say here? It says a soft and suede-like finish. Pro Matte Foundation will have you covered and shine-free all day. That's a pretty big claim, all day. Creamy liquid formula provides smooth and buildable coverage for both day and nighttime wear, minimizes the appearance of pores and lines for an even soft focus effect. Paraben-free formula with added vitamins E, B5, and sunflower oil. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm definitely seeing a more sheer coverage with the brush. Let me just pump some more out because maybe I didn't use as much as I did with the Beauty Blender. It does say buildable coverage though, so I want to see how much I can build it because we like cake over here. And here I'm just using my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki. This is like the angled one. I really like this one a lot. Especially like getting all up into the under eye and the nose area. It's super easy just because it does have an angle. So. Oh yeah, I definitely like it better with the Beauty Blender. Okay, and then I'm going to do the eyes once again. Oh, this is a nice thumbnail. I will say that I don't like using a brush like over my eyes just because like if you have product on your brush and you like accidentally like stab yourself in the eye, like that's not gonna be good. But if you use like a Beauty Blender, it has like that nice little pointed tip so you can just like pat that in there. I'm going to actually go over the rest of my face with a Beauty Blender and a little bit more product to see if I can build up this brush side because as I said, the brush side does come out a little bit sheer. Yeah, I'm gonna try to build it up. See how much it can build because it does claim to be medium to full coverage. I definitely want to conceal more on my chin just because I hate my chin. Guys, I'm so proud of myself for picking the right shade. Oh. Let me see how well it does with the under eyes because I know we're probably gonna end up putting concealer on here, but let me see how well it covers up everything. Wow, that did a pretty good job. Like, wow, like a really good job. Okay, I know I said wow like probably a million times by now, but like wow. You know how when you do liquid foundation and you can like feel it on top of your face and it doesn't like quite sink in, it's a little bit like tacky. This one has dried down like all the way into my skin and it feels like I'm not wearing any foundation, which is crazy. Wow. Okay, so far I'm really liking it. I'm going to set my face and then do the rest of my face and then I'll be right back. I'm actually going to set my face on camera to see how it does and you guys can see as well. I'm just going in with the Catrice Prime and Fine mattifying powder. This one's in the shade Transparent. And I'm just taking a BH number 2 stippling brush. This is what I always use. I was at Ulta today and I saw that Catrice has a display now, which is so exciting because I love Catrice. I have tried a handful of their products and so far I really like them. This powder is like my favorite product of all that they sent me. Yeah, I don't think I'm even gonna bother like with concealer because I want to see how it wears underneath my eyes as well because I do have a lot of creasing under there. And I'm just going to powder normally. I'm not gonna bake today because I feel like my skin needs a break from baking, honestly. Don't forget the eyelids, set the eyelids. You don't have to take a bunch of powder, you can just take the residual powder from around your face and just like set it lightly. That's what I like to do. Wow, okay, this powder, like, everything feels really nice. I feel like I didn't even need the powder to be honest, but you know me, like, we have to set the face. Even though it feels like we don't have to with this foundation, we have to. But wow. Okay, so far I'm loving this foundation. loving it. Okay, so right now it is 11:32. I'm probably going to be doing a check-in on my hour break when I come home from school and then before I go to work. So we're just going to be doing that, and I will see you guys in a couple of hours. So far, I really like this foundation, and I hope that you can see how good it looks right here. So it is a matte finish. Everything went on super evenly. My bronzer and my highlight applied really well after. And I do have problems with my smile lines. The foundation tends to sink in there. Less with matte foundations and more with dewy ones, but I will see how much it sinks in on these little guys right here. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Okay, hey guys, so I'm back with my, I think, first and only check-in. So right now it is 3:11, and I have to say, I'm gonna zoom you guys in real quick, that this foundation is holding up pretty well. Whoa, what was that? As you can see, there aren't very many problems with it. I do have to say that it's rubbing off on my nose area right here, but I was like rubbing my nose with the tissue because my nose was running really bad before. Sorry if that's TMI, but just for that, I think like I can't really blame the foundation because I was just like getting in there. For the rest of my face, it looks super flawless, especially like on my cheek areas. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like it looks super flawless right there. And it does cling to my dry patches. I have a little right here and a little bit on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that area right there is a little bit dry. I didn't even know that I had those dry patches there until I put this foundation on, and it kind of like accentuated everything. But overall, I would say that this foundation's wearing really well. I do tend to get oily like in my nose areas and like my T-zone, so I'd have to say that it looks pretty much the same as when I applied it like 3-4 hours ago, which is insane. So far I'm really liking it. Again, the dry patches I'm not crazy about, but that's what you get with the matte foundation. So I can't really complain with that. I just gotta like moisturize my face more, I think. I did leave my moisturizer at home this past weekend, so I've just been like moisturizing with whatever I can find here, which is really bad. Like I have moisturizers, but it's just like not my usual skincare routine, so it's kind of like throwing me off a little bit. But I think my skin's doing pretty well. And yeah, so that's the first and only check-in. I have work right after I film this, so I think I'm going to wear this makeup to work and see how it wears. I'm going to take flash photography pictures probably after when I come back from work around like 9:30 to see how it wears, and I'll insert them right after this clip, and I'll put like a little voiceover into it. So yeah. Hey you guys, so I decided to do one last check-in. I just got back from work. It is now 9:30. No, it's now 10, because I just spent a half an hour talking to my roommate. It is now 10 o'clock at night, and as you can see, the foundation has held up like really well. I'm really impressed. The only shininess I can see is like from my forehead. I did apply nose highlight today, so yeah, let me zoom you guys in and let's see how it looks in my mouth area. As you can tell, it's kind of breaking up around my chin. Can be just because from me not baking today, but I do see it enhancing like my texture a little bit. And as you can see, there's like dry spots and it's kind of lifting in some places, but for the most part, like it's not coming off on my fingers, which is super nice because most foundations do after a long day. And I'm like at work, I'm like standing near the grill, so it's like super hot and I'm like sweating and running back and forth and everything. So I think this foundation held up pretty well, if I do say so myself. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it and if you guys are going to be picking it up. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more first impressions of foundation reviews with like check-ins and all that stuff. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in my next video.